Hello and welcome to session 73 of Dreamers of Kiriak. We last left a long time ago. It was like 3 months ago. And our heroes had just finished murdering yet another Lord Neverborn. And they were like, yeah, it's fun to eat, the essence of divinish beings, I suppose. We had recently learned that the butler of the mansion was in fact also the dreaming essence of the last saint that's been rolling around, the Wanderer. And he's like, hey, I'm gonna help you guys. And you guys were like, yeah, that's pretty cool, I guess. And he had opened a way for you to pass through the many fractalized identities of the Neverborn to try to get at the very first Lord Neverborn, to try to wipe out the whole causal chain that has caused them to exist after the gods were put to sleep a long time ago. And when we last left off, you all, I think it was just last session, you all had leveled up, I think, or maybe that was the session before, had recently absorbed some Neverborn power and were taking a rest. As you get yourselves back up from your rest within this chamber of existence within the dreaming, the butler says, I feel something strange. Oh dear, that's not good. And then he just kind of, a noose appears in the air in front of him, carefully positions itself around his neck, and then just drags him up.
Without a sword.
Yeah. But his head is like the pommel, though. His neck was the.
So somebody's stealing my sword.
Yes, or they're trying to at least. A noose kind of tight. It tries to tighten around the grip to your sword, which is the neck of the butler, and then tries to drag him away. Would you like to react to this?
How do you forget that you made a guy a sword?
I forget most things.
We're in good shape.
I guess I'm going to grab onto that sword with one hand and draw another sword and hack at the noose.
Okay. What sword are you drawing to do the hacking with?
I think you would probably be grabbing just... What you normally would be grabbing would just be the regular rapier you're carrying around.
So you grab your rapier and you start hacking at this rope. Unfortunately, the rapier, not being magical, does very little to this probably very magical rope.
Doesn't feel like a rapier is just...
I guess it depends on the rapier.
Not very cutty.
You gotta have some kind of an edge on there to, keep going once you've done the initial stabbing.
Very precise in spite of just the tip.
Yes.
It's rapier, or the sword that's being pulled away by me. Don't have a whole lot of choices in cutting things.
Quick, give yourself advantage on athletics and just pull.
And
Please do give me athletics. Would you like to give yourself advantage on athletics?
the one and only time I use this for anything.
We're going to use this every damn day.
No.
And it showed up right in time, too. Right
Look at that. Go my -1. 12.
All right, well, you unfortunately do not outgrip whatever is doing the gripping, and the sword wrenches itself from your grip. And it goes hurtling up into the very, very high ceiling of this chamber that you guys were in, into the darkness. You see an opening in space, and you see the stars through it, and you see the sword pass into it.
Yeah,
And then
weird.
And then a very long wooden ladder slowly lowers itself down from the rift in space. There is a note tied to the bottom rung of the ladder.
Are we in the dream?
I don't know if we should trust that. They just gave out your sword, now they're trying to tempt us to go too. It's not
problem
one
with
step
this.
away from like an unmarked van.
I can't fly like you.
Yeah, true.
Does the note say free candy?
I don't know. We haven't looked at the note yet.
Look at the note.
I think we got their analogy wrong there, because that's like finding a marked white van that has kidnapped your child.
Yeah.
I think going along is probably a good idea.
Well, let's go look at the note.
I think we should call the police.
When the van kidnaps your
But, I
sword.
mean, are we in the dreaming, or are we
Yep.
out of the dreaming at the
I
moment?
think we're in the dream.
We're still in the
You are,
dreaming?
as far as you know, you are in the dreaming.
Okay.
We were just resting in the tower.
And so I still have my body. That.
If you brought it.
If you brought your body,
Yeah,
you have
because
your
two of
body.
us had our bodies in the dreaming. I know I was one of the two, but I don't remember who.
I feel like Ashit might have.
I
Okay.
never would.
No, I thought
You would know
yeah.
by having a massive amount of temporary HP.
If Pippin had the option, he would have tried to do it.
I'm way
Okay.
too much of a coward.
I think I may have just burned through all the 10 HP.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna go
I
ahead.
don't think I brought mine because I think when we got here they were still using guns.
Oh,
Yeah.
This is true.
And I got my brains blown out, so it was a good idea.
Okay, well then maybe it had been the trip before to the dreaming.
Perhaps.
Or two of us.
Well, was there a roll to bring your body? Because I could just roll that now. Because Pippin would definitely try if it was
There was a roll to bring your body.
I thought you just chose.
The first time we
an
rolled,
effort to it. Or,
There was
I
a
don't
turning
remember.
point where you no longer needed to do a roll,
okay.
and I cannot remember now where that turning point
So
was.
Pippin
If
definitely has that.
yeah. Okay.
He's impulsive enough, but he always would.
Understandable. That is a Pimrin thing to do.
What, have a body?
Yeah.
I feel like it applies to an awful lot of people.
You would be surprised.
Look at this asshole with his body.
Have you ever seen Pippin without a body?
no.
Yeah.
No,
see?
Cameron has always looked like he's had a body.
The note says, "Your minion has been captured by my enemy. If you want your minion back, I suggest we team up. Simply follow the signs, kill anything that stands in your way, and we'll both be happy. There is no signature."
Who's minion?
I think they're talking about your sword.
Oh, my butler?
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Yeah.
No.
I mean, I'm down for killing whatever's in our way.
Isn't that what
I'm
we
pretty
do?
sure we were going to do that anyway,
Yeah.
including whoever wrote the note.
Yeah.
At some point, yeah, because they'll betray us and then
I
we'll have
don't
to
know if
kill them.
whoever wrote the note doesn't know us very well or knows us all too well. Because they could have just left that part out.
What's concerning is I'm pretty sure we could only withhold this whole space we're in for a very temporary period of time because of the butler. And now we have to waste time on this filler bullshit to go get back the guy that we need for it. Because you couldn't hold on to your goddamn sword.
Not to say in smart words. I think we should.
Well, I didn't see you coming over here to grab onto it there.
What? If I come anywhere near you while you're wrestling your sword, that is just hazardous to me.
No, more hazardous is the gun that's now embedded in my hand.
If only you'd had the turtle with its really long
You
neck.
don't ever want to walk in on someone when they're
That's the
wrestling their
death
sword.
gun. So now he has to
Right,
behave.
and Pippin can
I
clarify.
can send him away anytime I want to.
Nah, God of Guns is dead. Your shit doesn't work
Yeah,
anymore.
Pimrin can just fairy fire at will.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, I'm always sparkly.
Yes.
Sparkly.
Pimrin has become fabulous.
Yes.
Would locate object work on the sword even though it's a person?
It's fucking up there.
I'm
It's a
just
sword.
asking.
Are
It
you
is an object.
Objectifying the
I am.
butler?
You could try.
Well, I guess I'm going up the ladder because my damn sword went that way.
I'll just fly past him.
Well,
like,
plus I need the
this.
butler to fix my mansion. I don't. You know.
The ladder feels greasy as you touch it.
It's not a feature you want in a ladder.
There
There's
is counterintuitive.
there is the faint scent of roast pork.
I Over
Just let him go. He hasn't gotten to the third sentence yet. There's something horrible coming.
That is all. It is a ladder.
It's never all.
It is a very long
You
ladder.
haven't asked a question yet. So.
Does it have human hands?
It does
Is it
after
breathing?
it does if human hands touch it. I guess Slayer's not because he's not
Hands
human.
possession of your hands.
Talking about
There's the
your
third
hands.
sentence. Yeah.
Hand
Yes, but I'm not
singular.
human.
Hand singular.
Yes. Because one's a gun.
Slayer has a dog. Hand.
Clang.
Well, yes, but
Clang.
that doesn't interfere with me using it as a hand.
Oh, fair.
We did clarify that.
Yes, it is fully functional. You just have to pull apart the gun strands to make
I
use of
do
your
have a
fingers. It's
question
a
here.
little
Up here
uncomfortable.
toward the top, I have written
Yes.
element B.
Yep,
What the hell did I write that down for?
that's a good question.
All right, so it's not pertinent to the immediate moment.
It is
that
not.
we know of.
Well, it's the only thing that looks new on my sheet that I don't remember having been there for a long time.
Element B.
Element B. Yes. I have no idea what the hell that's for.
Oh gosh, I got nothing.
Element butler.
Never heard
I'm
of it.
sure it doesn't matter in the moment. so.
Probably not. Was
Well, I'm just going to continue climbing up the ladder because that's where the sword went, and I can't fly like every other person here.
you climb? Do the others of you fly?
I'll fly is.
I fly.
Wait, I can do that right here.
If you
That's
turn
seven
into a
different
wing,
Well,
ways
yeah, I
at
need to
this
make sure
point.
I'm not out of.
right?
No, I have lots of. I will hummingbird. That sounds nice.
Excellent. And Nine, what is your method of up?
Horse.
Okay. Horse ascends
My
on
horse
its
is a
wings.
Pegasus now,
Yes. A peg horse.
Or peg a horse.
You ascend to the upper place.
I feel like Nine wants to peg a horse.
Oh,
I apologize for saying
unfortunate. The ladder comes out on a grassy plain with a. That was not my phone. Comes out on a grassy plain. The breeze that blows through the bluish strands of grass smells much more strongly of roast pork than the ladder itself did. There are 3 moons in the sky, none of which are very bright. They otherwise look fairly moonish. Not the moon that you're used to in the waking world. Not the one that shines above the beach in the dreaming either. All around you are
Familiar face.
I was thinking it.
all around you are very dead trees. They do not smell like roast pork.
This shit tree.
They are very tall
Is the
though.
ladder attached to anything, or is it just kind of a magic floating ladder?
The ladder is leaning up against just like a chunk of ground. It's as though there's a hole in the ground that just drops down into the chamber that you were in before, as though it was under the ground of where you are now. And it's just kind of propped up at the edge of this hole.
So do you think this might just be like the next floor? We were going up, right? Like,
I don't think there's a floor above this.
oh, will
You
we
do
on the
see
tower?
sky up above.
Huh. Well, this is probably progress in one way or another.
All right, you want to pull the ladder up, we can see if it
Oh, sure.
can sit someplace else.
Would you like to pull the ladder?
You
It's
never
very
know when
long.
a greasy ladder will come in
It's a
handy.
couple hundred feet long.
You
Oh.
have fun with that.
Yeah, I ain't going to be able to lift that stupid thing. We
A
tied to
dream
the
ladder,
floors.
it might not weigh anything.
I don't want your grease ass ladder.
You never know when a grease ladder will come in handy.
No, you don't understand. We're a D&D party. We have to pick up everything. Just put it in some pocket somewhere.
That's right.
From nearby, you hear a rhythmic and frantic thumping sound, a kind of rattling sound. Somebody bludgeoning something hard with something else hard.
But they need some privacy.
You don't know, you can't see. There's trees.
And the
They
trees are
currently
dead.
have privacy. Would you like to interrupt it?
This is Ashit. This is, the reason Ashit exists. is
I would like to
interrupt.
fly
I mean-
up over the trees and look around.
There's a fine line between interrupt and
You
join.
fly up over the trees, and as you fly up, the location of the sound becomes clear. It's
Asha just screams, "Somebody's fucking!" in one direction.
It's about 30. It's about 30 feet away. Yeah, very close. As you fly up, you see in the far distance unfamiliar mountains.
I'll be honest. Yeah.
In the near distance, you see a village of little
People.
bland buildings. You don't see any people outside. It's the middle of the night. They're nice little people. They're well behaved and probably in bed. And you see a remnant of a castle beyond the village with a wall that's mostly crumbled down. You don't see any lights in the castle. For that matter, you don't see any lights in the village. You don't see any sign of civilization really at all.
Hey y'all, we got some ruins.
There's the thumping coming from the ruins.
I think so.
Well, head toward the ruins, I guess.
There might be some skeletons. Bone.
I don't get it.
I would give him inspiration. It's just my personal.
Yeah, Pimmery can have inspiration. That's on me. I should have raised it. So,
What are
do
trying to
you?
get at?
Once Pimmerin speaks while in the air,
Take all the challenge out.
Fuck up and spill it all over his
the smashing sound stops.
The smashing sound.
That was a bludgeoning sound.
It
It was
was.
a thumping sound. I think.
It was kind of hard to tell. Is what it was.
Legit thump a smashing.
It was kind of a.
That's really fast, man.
That's about how fast it was.
Wow.
Yeah.
I guess they're done.
Don't you hate it when you're just finishing and 4 people in a horse show?
From a greasy ladder.
You have personal experience with this, friend.
They come
That's
out
why
of the
they greased the
basement.
ladder. They was hoping nobody would.
Why did they invite us up here?
Different guy.
No, they just wanted us to be ready and greasy by the time we got up here.
We're gonna get raped.
They didn't realize how many of us could fly.
I'd like to see them try.
You know, something's telling me if we should look anywhere for your sword, it's probably there.
What, the one place that exists among all the
Exactly. Yeah,
trees?
see? Mine's picking up what I'm putting down.
Very perceptive.
We get smarter the longer we spend with us.
A bright light suddenly flickers, probably a good 30 feet away through the trees.
In the town?
No.
You didn't mention a light.
Oh, I didn't see a lot
Oh, okay.
till now. I look alive.
You just point at the trees and say a light, and oh, shit's like, I got it, and just starts a forest fire.
A few birds seem spooked by the sunlight and they fly bewilderedly
There's one
off into the
that
night. Their little shadows drag across the ground.
Look for the
It
mushroom.
looks awfully spooky. A frog somewhere croaks.
Like
Oh,
us.
poor frog.
I'll float on down towards the ruins and assume.
God damn it.
Okay.
This.
Everyone
You
else
start
missed
floating-
that, but I didn't.
You start what?
You said the frog croaks and she felt bad because it meant to die.
Yeah, I chose to ignore that.
Okay, great.
You start floating toward the ruins. What do the rest of you do? I'm sorry, I should have acknowledged
I
it.
just sit here getting no respect. It's fine.
Well, you
I'm
deserve
gonna head toward the
negative
ruins.
respect for
Okay.
it,
You're doing what now?
Heading toward the ruins.
Okay.
so. In the light in a different direction.
I'll
The
follow
light is
that
in a
way.
different direction, yes. And also further than 30 feet away. Or, sorry, the ruins are further than 30 feet away.
Whatever the light is either going to attack us or it's not.
It's a good
We're
point.
going to end up killing it anyway.
I'll go whichever way Pimmer goes because he's my.
Understandable. Nine, what are you doing?
Let's see what the light is about.
Okay. You go walk / fly. Is horse doing like a thing where he like kind of flies, but his like feet are just barely touching the ground, so you can like do one of these? Because if I was a flying horse creature, I would do that a lot. So you however you get there.
Okay, great.
See, there is
Whatever the least effort is for horse is already carrying me.
there is a sourceless magical light. Looks like somebody just cast light at the base of a tree. There is just like a piece of wood nailed to the tree, and it says, "Those living in the village are imposters. Do not believe their lies. Kill them to the last man. Search their corpses. You will find the secret."
Man, you really wrote a lot of this piece of wood.
Why not just write it on the
It was really small writing. It was like it was carved in.
Tubular elves.
Does it smell like cookies?
It does not. The smell of roast pork is very strong here, though.
What cookies?
Then the light goes out,
Coming from the side.
and you hear the sound of scurrying from very nearby.
Oh yeah, I love being told to kill things for no reward by sources in the woods.
I've heard worse reasons to kill something.
Have we had a good reason to kill anything yet?
As far as I know, yes.
What do you do after the light goes out?
Follow the scurry.
Okay. Can you give me perception, please, based on hearing? Do you have dark vision?
No.
Okay.
Does horse.
That's
I
a
got
good
like a
question.
9.
Okay.
That's a great question, but horse is a horse.
Of course.
I don't think horse is thinking about what we need to do right now.
No, he's gonna stop you from running.
Horse
into
does not
things
have
anyway.
special senses.
But he's not gonna stop you from running into things.
You cannot tell the direction that the scurrying went. It is at this moment that you take notice of the fact that there are a ton of dead leaves underfoot, but not a single dead leaf on any of these trees. Can you give me nature, please?
17.
These are all oak leaves underfoot. These are all pine trees around you.
I think it's weird that there are real trees here. And not like space alien trees or like dreamy ass trees. Everything's too normal.
They're pine trees with oak leaves. That's kind of unusual.
They don't have oak leaves.
They
just
did.
have oak leaves adjacent. Also, you're a bird and that way.
Tweet, tweet.
Shut the
Do you go after the others at this point, or do you do something different?
Unless there's a trail of these leaves for me to follow, I guess.
There is not a trail for you to follow.
I was
You are able to catch up to them before they get to the ruins, because the ruins are a bit of a distance away. As you guys go, I would assume the rest of you can give me nature rolls to realize the same about the leaves that 9 did, if you like.
I don't know how to get there.
17.
Salir is probably
10.
the one who... Yeah, Salir is the one who notices it among your party. And lets you know.
Well, he's the only one down there on foot.
Yes. That's a good point.
Leaves.
Yeah, those are land plants.
Now, if it was seaweed, the moon would have been all over it. Several minutes later, you hear the heavy thumping of the world's largest owl coming towards you. And then you realize it's 9 on horse.
Why would we think it was that?
That's a good question. Why did you think it was an owl?
Why are you making owl sounds?
I guess owls are actually, like, silent, so...
Yeah.
Huh. The world's, like, largest...
Why is he thumping
Goose.
the horse?
It was
9
heavy
is just the
clocking
owl of the
sounds
wind.
and metal armor, and you were like, owl.
Yeah. So you all meet back up, exchange, those are leaves, and then continue. Before terribly long, you come to the clearing where there's the leaves just suddenly stop. It's as though there was like just a giant circle in the middle of this forest where somebody just evaporated all of the trees and all of the leaves. There's not a single leaf on the ground beyond the edge of this tree line. And beyond this, you see the little wooden thatch roofed hovels of what was was and or is a village, the roast pork smell completely vanishes once you are no longer within the tree line.
I don't know if you can understand me as a bird or not, but this might be a good place for one of your cult places.
I can understand you as a bird.
Tweet, 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 tweet.
I don't think hummingbirds
Tweet, tweet.
What line's it?
I think they just.
Peter, why are you?
I think there's just like the sound of their tongues unraveling and re-unraveling. It's kind of a.
I've never heard you able to call with the mighty hummingbird.
Either that or they sound like mosquitoes, probably.
If I hear a mosquito anywhere near my ear, I'm going to fucking crush it. I don't care if it's a bird or not.
A magical light appears over one of the houses in the village.
Hey, look, a quest marker.
Look, a light. I pointed it out this time.
I'll zoom on down there.
You swoop on down there.
I move 180 feet a turn.
That's a lot of feet, goodness.
All hummingbirds make short, soft call notes. So there you go. Perfect.
There we go. So Naayan has headed toward the light. Does anybody else go with him?
Sure.
All right.
I'm just gonna keep walking.
It's just one of the houses. There, it looks like there's nothing special about it in particular.
I'm gonna knock on the door.
You hear a sound from inside. Kind of a. Now that's all that immediately happens.
Y'all done boning in there?
What?
You heard me.
You hear a crash and a thump.
Guess not.
I think it's not, yeah.
A minute later, the door creaks open, and you see a gnome carrying a little oil lamp. He looks very confused and very surprised. Strangers?
I assume something very evil is happening in this town. You're going to explain it to me right now.
What are you talking about? What?
You see any skeletons about?
I think I had too much cheese.
Is this a sexy
Probably.
gnome?
There's no such thing as too much cheese.
You can decide if it's a sexy gnome or not.
You told me it's your gnome.
There are no such thing as gnomes in D&D. I love this.
Make me an insight roll. The gnome does not say that no, skeletons, what?
There might be one inside you.
Yes, everybody's got one. The gnome is 17 sexy out of 20.
Nice.
You got a skeleton in here in this building?
Just the normal one inside me.
Good save. Alright,
I'm sorry, what is that? He's looking at horse.
Pegasus.
That's
It's not real.
just an imaginary creature.
It's not imaginary, it's just very magic.
Magic's not real. I had to. He has not looked at your feet. He's just looking at
He
you
just
as though
thinks
you're
you're
like
tall.
I'm like hovering over his
Yes.
eye line. He has to look up at me.
He just closes the door and you hear the latch engage.
I'm going to walk horse through the door as I want to
You just noped out of that conversation.
do. Well, I'm hoping into it.
You smash through the door as usual, creating a horse-sized hole in the door in the frame.
Sir, I
And he
believe
just
we were
begins screaming.
conversating.
We need to start a door business. Just follow him around to charge people to fix their
The
doors.
screaming begins. It does not slow within the next few seconds. He hurls the oil lamp at you.
This does absolutely nothing.
Oof.
I made it worse.
Thank you. My gosh. Does a 20 hit?
No.
It just goes over your shoulder.
Can I try to catch it?
Smash. You can try to catch it. Can you make me a sleight of hand,
I'm
please?
gonna barrel roll out of the way.
You're not in the way.
12.
You catch it.
Got it.
I'll use divine sense.
Set it down, Jim.
You sense nothing.
And I'm just walking.
Salir hears a smashing sound very faintly across the breeze.
Of me going through a door with a
That's
horse.
how I know nine is right. The destruction has begun.
I'm just gonna stare at
He
him.
grabs a
like,
bowl and throws that.
Because I'm on foot and I can't move as fast as you.
An 18 does not hit either.
Sarah, I'm going to need you to stop.
The screaming gets louder.
I can make you be quiet.
He's gonna try to run past. Would you like to stop him?
I don't think there's room. I shouldn't have
He's
been
gonna
able
crawl
to get
under
in
horse's
here.
legs.
A horse would just sit.
Okay, he sits on him.
That was unfortunate.
There's a crunch.
A horse is far less violent than I am.
There's not a crunch. There's a pop.
God. There's no jelly.
The screaming
from CDL.
stops.
That was
It
shit.
seems that horse has accidentally popped his arms out of their sockets, which seems to have sent him unconscious from the agony. But he is
Definitely
otherwise not harmed.
Otherwise not harmed after something that would put someone in the ER for about 12 hours.
The light goes out on top of the house. There is the sound of scurrying.
Yeah, now I'm gonna drag this dude out from under the horse and heal him
Okay.
and wake his ass up.
You drag him out, you kind of reset his arms, you heal him.
Can I try to find whatever's scurrying?
Yes, can you give me perception, please? Do you have dark vision at this time? Okay.
300 feet of it. I
You
think it's
saw that, or
perfect
that's
dark
all
vision.
Okay.
left.
15.
You see a black squirrel running across the top of the house, and
Squirrel.
the squirrel suddenly freezes.
I see you. Do you have a skeleton?
It disappears. Can you give me everybody who's right there can give me another perception check if you have dark vision.
How disappear? Like zoop or
I
Am I close
It seems
enough
to
yet
just-
for this?
Yes.
assume as Omnibird I no
28.
longer have dark vision.
Okay, it turns into a fly.
Fly! You fools.
I got a 20.
You also see it turn into a fly.
I'm going to assume that's Asha.
Ashik, you don't have dark vision as a hummingbird, unfortunately, so you would not have been able to see this since the light already went out.
I'm not going to attempt to harm the fly. I'm gonna
Yeah, I guess that's
Asha.
just Asha flying around, true.
I've been
Ashik is right by your head as a
I was like
hummingbird.
above the trees when you transformed.
I've
They
been
are-
flying with you.
Yeah.
very stupid individuals.
Sure.
If you wanna
Hey, where'd this hummingbird
You
come
want
from?
to peck Pimman's head when he says that's Asha, you can do something. Otherwise, Pimman has no idea.
Hey Asha, do you know what this hummingbird is?
Exactly.
So nobody is going after the fly, is that correct?
I don't see it. So.
Unless Pimran is
Right.
informed that it is not
Yeah,
Asha.
no.
If you say out loud that's
Yes.
Asha, I'm gonna land on your shoulder.
Pimran did.
Okay.
with my little tiny,
Oh, that's
tiny
oh
wing.
shit. Oh shit. Fly up after
And
the
then you
fly.
suddenly
Okay.
realize where her name came from.
Yes.
Nope, he still doesn't have it.
No, still, probably not actually. If I get closer, like how far away is it at this point?
At this point, it's
I mean, a fly isn't that fast.
not that
It's just
fast.
fast in comparison to
It's
its
also
size.
like even with dark vision, that's going to be difficult to see at night against the night
And
sky.
I think I have the like perfect dark vision.
Oh,
Hey,
gotcha.
what if you cast fairy fire on it?
I can double check that though. Because
Yeah, it's
yeah, stuff. It's the Twilight Cleric's dark vision.
Gotcha.
That's all it is. No, it's just normal dark vision. But I have
Okay.
300 feet.
goodness. Flies can fly 90 miles an hour. That doesn't seem right. However, that does not translate for other animals in D&D. To the fly, this feels like flying 4,000 miles an hour. I wonder how they asked the fly that.
Really tiny microphone.
Asking the fly on the streets.
So the fly,
Excuse me, sir.
for the moment, you are tracking the fly because you can see it. It is a good 60 feet away at this point.
Dispel magic. 120-foot range.
That is within very
Excellent.
fire range.
Yeah, but I can dispel it first.
That's true.
I don't know if that works on wild shape, but I hope it does.
Well, in your personal experience, that spell has performed miracles, so.
It has. It has brought down empires.
Crumbles buildings. You want to use it at every opportunity.
What's the exact wording on Dispel Magic?
Choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends for each spell. Yada yada, a bunch of stuff about spells. Yeah. So it doesn't actually say
Okay.
anything about not spells. Okay.
Your spell wraps around it, and then it breaks free.
Okay.
Your Dispel Magic did not work.
It's not a polymorph.
It's not a building.
It's a fly.
It's a fly.
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
But it was a squirrel.
Yes.
It is. It is flying towards the woods with all of its might.
You want that? I should just kill it.
I'll just hunter's mark it.
Ooh.
Okay. It just won't be able to. I'll just track it. Whatever it is.
Does it need to make a save against that?
Hunter's mark just happens.
Okay.
It does not. I'm running out of spell slots, so it's going to
Okay.
my spells.
You Hunter's Mark it.
And I have advantage on survival checks to track it.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll just keep trying to follow it, and whatever gets
Okay.
out of my sight, I'll track it down.
You follow it to the edge of the woods. It ducks behind a tree, and you are able to continue to track it.
I guess I'm just gonna follow
I
Pemberton.
think it lasts like 8 hours at the 3rd level. Or
Yes.
whatever I cast that.
You're able to discern that it has crawled underneath a bit of tree bark and is just kind of sitting there.
You want me to go in and get it?
Just trying to see if I have any clever ways to attack it from here. I think I'm just gonna whack the tree bark with my
Excellent.
shillelagh.
Can you give me an attack roll, please?
I can. 28.
You smash the tree bark and it explodes into a gnome
Aha!
that is wielding a comically large flail.
Yeah, I was right. You're
It
not.
seems very surprised. Yeah.
Not the same.
You're not a skeleton, are you?
It does not appear to be a skeleton. I have. How did you?
With my eyes.
My plan was flawless.
My eyes are more flawless.
Pemberton, does he got the sword?
Do you have a sword?
No, I do not.
How about Butler?
No. That was captured by my enemy.
Oh.
You see, I was careless, and he captured it from me.
Oh, so you took it originally, though?
Yes.
So you stole
Okay.
from me.
I was fishing. You see,
Can I insert?
it was totally accidental.
Do you fish with a noose?
Ooh.
Sometimes.
Oh, okay.
You're attempting to insight Usher.
Yes.
Okay, please give me insight.
12.
Yeah, this guy is absolutely lying.
You are so insightful.
I know. I peck that he's lying in Morse code.
Is your enemy a
Nobody
skeleton?
speaks Morse code.
I do, apparently.
No. Yeah, he doesn't have a skeleton actually.
Oh. That's suspicious.
Let's go put a skeleton in it.
Particularly this guy's skeleton.
So what were you fishing for when you stole my sword?
Well, you know, dreaming things. I suppose if they happen to be coming back. It's hard to fish for fish with a noose. It's usually easier to fish for things that have necks and heads. That sort of
Fish head.
my noose sort of seeks them out and snags them up. And then I turn them into potions.
Better.
Yeah, fishing with a noose is really rare. Very specific circumstances.
Well, yes, it's not very good for fish.
No,
That's
exactly.
unless the fish have bulbous heads. There's usually better ways for it, but
I should also warn you just before you get any weird ideas. Right? the enemy of my enemy is still my enemy.
Oh, I
In
see.
this case, right? And
So my enemy is also your enemy.
yes,
Excellent.
exactly.
Excellent, excellent. That makes things sound like we have reached an understanding.
Well, if he has a sword, then yeah. But
Oh, no, we
If you
never
try
had
to run.
understanding about it.
right, but if you try to run, I'll still be tracking you down. So
Oh, I
you
see.
We don't need to tie you up because I'll just track you down. It's fine. So,
Oh.
How do you plan on getting back what you stole from me?
Oh, no, I'm giving you the opportunity to do that for yourself. I felt bad about accidentally depriving you of your minion, so I am, out of the graciousness of my heart, I'm giving the opportunity to do it. Otherwise, you'd be completely lost and unable to get your minion back, and that wouldn't be very good for you, really.
So do we hang him?
It wouldn't be... Oh, no, I don't need any more hanging.
if we could maintain the full skeleton, that'd
Yeah,
be
we
better.
can take his skeleton to the
And
other.
put it the other guy. Yeah. So probably hang him.
Hang.
So,
See, I think we may be getting off on the wrong foot. I would like, as a gesture of goodwill, I would be happy to turn your enemies into potions for you.
Are we currently carrying any of our enemies?
I don't think so.
Now, I do want
This one
to
might-
offer the caveat, these potions, they don't do anything except for taste really good. But it gives you the satisfaction of drinking your enemies.
Well, now I'm interested. Actually, I wasn't
He
interested.
can,
Now
he can
I am.
make potions out of things. Converting some of what the hell you are into a potion might not be a bad idea.
I could do that myself, couldn't I?
I don't know.
I'm a cute little bird.
That's right. Never mind.
But is he the one that left the note?
I don't know.
Did you leave a note?
And yes, I did leave that note. I did leave that note assuming that there were people from whom I had taken the minion.
You know, you could have just
You
dropped
know.
it back down through the hole.
Well, I didn't have it at that time. My enemy had taken it from
Well,
me.
now that I'm thinking about it, the note did tell us to kill everything ahead of us. And
yes.
Where I'm standing right now, you are currently in front of us.
Well, however, I was the one who wrote the note, and so it's implied that I was excluded from the note.
I don't see that.
Fly on up like I was yelling at that guy for like 10 minutes. Shit. What the hell is going on?
Oh, hello.
This guy knows somebody without a skeleton.
Yeah, I do know. That's the skeleton
And he
is not
stole my
important.
sword.
I just wanted to
He
bring that
stole
up
it.
because it had already
He
come into
stole it.
conversation.
I'm just gonna pick him up by the head.
Because he was fishing with a noose.
Oh goodness, your hands are strong.
Yeah.
Hello. I see that you have captured the individual that I have marked for you. Very good work there. I knew you could do it. Now let us make him into a potion.
Why do you hate these people?
They are not people. They are non-living sort of meat automatons that have been created so that they sort of feel true happiness, but it's not real because none of this is real. But my enemy has created them in a sort of simulacrum of happy, normal life so that he can feed off of it. And that is just the most evil thing I can imagine. And so by slaughtering everybody who is in this village, we are depriving my enemy of his food source.
Where's the sword?
So why don't you
My
just kill
enemy
these
has it.
people?
Where is your enemy?
Well, if the problem
I
is...
start squeezing.
Oh goodness, your hands are strong.
We need a skeleton. We need a skeleton.
He's gonna make a constitution saving throw. Can you please make me a strength?
Sounds like he's getting excited.
First time he's been held, probably.
Is he a sexy gnome?
I got a natural 1 with a +9.
Thankfully, or unthankfully, I guess, his skull is considerably denser than your grip strength.
Well, I'm not trying to kill him, I'm just trying to hurt him greatly.
Yeah, it hurts, certainly. He's an 11 out of 20 on the sexy gnome scale. To you and your hummingbird
You're
form, at
better,
least.
you're better off with the other one, I guess.
Yeah.
You're gonna tell me where they are.
Well, if you start killing them, is what I was trying to say, my enemy is very likely to come. And that is why I wasn't... And that is why I have not been doing it myself, but at the presence of others, because
Is that
I'm...
the sound we heard earlier?
He seems bewildered. I'm sure I have no idea what you're talking about.
That's that thump, thump, thump.
Yeah. The smashing sound. Yeah.
Listen, I'll be more clear since apparently if you do not want me to swing your spinal cord at this tree right next to me, you're gonna tell me exactly where they are, exactly now, with no caveat that has me actually do your bidding.
He turns into a fly and tries to fly out of your hand.
I'm just gonna hit him with a sword.
He's not very bright.
Can you make me an attack roll at disadvantage since you don't have dark vision?
42.
Is me being sparkly help?
Being
26.
sparkly.
Is it not enough light?
I don't think there's enough light. Yeah, your sword is just so massive compared to his body. You just swing, and he splatters against the tree and turns back into a gnome. Oh goodness, I thought I had you that time, but you did outsmart me, and I
would
cannot
have just
deny
tracked you down anyways. It would have.
Yeah, but he wouldn't have crushed my skull.
Yeah.
Now hang on, let me see how bad I just heard a fly that has one.
He looks about on the verge of collapse at this point. He's missing a couple teeth. His bones seem crumpled in places.
We need
He seems very tired.
Understand, he's not your problem.
No,
I am.
I think perhaps both of you are sort of my problem.
It was only 14 damage, and the fly ate one of that.
He may have taken a few more hits before this moment.
Okay, so which direction do I need to walk? Not killing any of these innocent people.
Oh, they're not innocent all people. I guess they are sort of, by definition,
You're not
innocent.
answering
I'm gonna have the
questions.
horse step.
They don't
on
have
his
souls,
chest
so I don't think they
slightly.
This guy does not know when to stop.
You hear a creeping sound, and he goes, "Oh,
Which
that hits quite a bit."
See, you're putting too many words into this. Which direction?
He's in the castle.
Great. I'm gonna casually get off horse and punch him in the head until he's unconscious.
It is a very quick process. I'm not even gonna ask you to roll for
And then
that.
I'm just gonna flop him over my shoulder and go, in case he's lying. He gets to live.
I've got a net if you want it. We'll probably turn it into a fly again.
Nah, he's not waking up soon.
That's
He
fair.
drops the massive flail, and it just kind of sits on the ground.
I'm amazed he was holding on to that the whole time. Someone take that.
It seems incredibly heavy, Pimrin, and then suddenly turns incredibly light as you raise it up.
Ah.
It's
So
very strange.
I'm lifting it with all my strength and suddenly just dunk.
Yes. It hurts.
You're flying, so you go.
Fuck. Exactly.
You're on one end, the handle's on the other. You just kind of spin.
Right. So, castle. And I'm not against beating whoever has the sword to death with this guy. So, that's plan A.
That'll probably put his skeleton in him, too, so it works.
If I do it hard enough.
Okay, yeah, we can just go there. Why not? Makes sense. Big castle. Probably important.
Well, if that's where a sword is, that's where a
Even if
sword
he is lying, we might find something else out.
And I unbroke that guy's arm, so
Onwards.
Yes.
I swing the
Onwards.
No harm, no foul.
Thunk. You make your way through the village. It's somehow even more silent than before. Can I get another perception roll from everybody?
11.
Hey, that's what I got.
25.
No, wait, it's at 12.
27.
Ah,
Waving
shit.
that thing at me.
And Solir, you notice there's a patch of grass kind of following you. There was a patch of grass when you first came up on the ladder.
Mm-hmm.
But then there was not grass.
It was leaves.
It was leaves.
Was the grass under
But-
the leaves?
The grass seems to be kind of following you guys, just kind of slowly on the ground.
That's not right.
It's a fairly large patch. Like maybe if a pile of like maybe 7 gnomes was in a pile, like the base of the pile would be like the perimeter of the grass.
Okay.
Just in terms of area.
That makes total
and
sense.
it's just following.
How
you
many
guys,
gnomes
that's all.
fit in a cauldron?
I know how many gnomes fit in a pile.
Like 3 or 4? Probably.
It depends on if you cut them up.
Good job. Yeah, if you delimb the gnomes, you can get many more in.
It's following us.
I see.
What a great time for Horse to take a shit. Horse, go shit in that grass.
Nay, says Horse.
Can I
The grass-
inspect the grass?
Yes.
You
I just want
have.
to look like.
Can you give me a nature roll, please?
I just want to kind of look at it squinty eyed and see if I see it.
Anyone have any trouble seeing in this darkness?
7.
I don't.
What creature are you at the moment?
I'm a hummingbird.
Okay, it's dark out.
It is.
It seems like grass.
It's following us.
There is a lot of grass all over the place. Yeah.
Is anybody else examining the grass?
No, Horse is taking a dump on it.
Okay, Horse takes a dump on the grass.
Horse can shit on command.
The,
I
the
mean, he always
grass,
kind of has to.
the grass parts. Horse takes a dump on the ground.
Oh, that grass.
that grass just literally moved to avoid getting a horse dump on it. And I don't blame it, but also it shouldn't be able to do that.
Smart grass.
That's not right.
Hey, grass, what the fuck?
The grass does not respond.
Do you speak common?
It trembles.
I'm gonna turn back.
Tremble
into
once for
Austin.
yes. Twice for
I'll
no.
poke it with a stick.
It does not respond to the poking, but it trembles once in response to Pimrin.
Tremble once for yes, twice for no.
That's what I said.
Oh,
It doesn't respond to either.
I was poking it with a stick.
Are you following us?
Yes.
It just said yes.
No.
It
I'm
trembles.
interpreting.
Yes. Did you just say yes? No.
We have to go through the whole tremble thing and then it just talks.
Alright, I can't speak with plants.
Okay.
Hello, esteemed grass of the whatever the fuck we're in. Can you
Hello.
understand me better now? Oh, great.
Yes.
Okay, I can hear him now. Excellent. What's your deal?
Following.
Yeah, but why?
Dad.
Oh,
Dad?
Dad. Where is Dad?
You.
What?
Hold.
We hold? We hold Dad. I hold
Yes. Yes.
Grass
Is
is
this
the first.
Dad?
Yes.
Oh, shit. Why is this Dad?
Yes.
Huh.
You.
What are you
I-
holding?
Dad. Hold. Yes.
I roll the flail like I'm playing fetch with grass.
The grass moves and intercepts. It intercepts the flail and then brings it back to you.
Go get your dad.
Does it stay flat on the ground or does it like reach up to envelop
It,
it?
it stays flat on the ground.
You got
So it's
new
like
pet.
a grass rug, just bringing the.
Sort of, yeah.
So you have pet grass.
I guess so, yeah.
Okay.
Well, it thinks whatever this thing is, it's dead. And I don't
Yes.
know how, like. I don't know.
Doesn't he have to be speaking to the grass for the grass?
No.
No, I don't know. I
Does it understand me?
Well,
Yes.
he's speaking with plants, so he
Can we
currently just
understand
sounds
it?
like.
Technically, I am the plants with the ability to communicate with me in particular. So
Yes.
he just hears whatever I'm saying.
You just see rustling.
How did this, yeah, grass.
Destiny.
I see the grass with mushroom spores.
No.
Yes.
No.
It's saying no. It's saying no.
I'm
Death.
planting. That is my name in plant language.
The
it
sword.
grow?
Pet.
Was your dad-
Focus, the sword.
Was your dad something else and then turned into this?
No.
This has always been your dad.
Yes.
How long have you been alive? How
No.
many nights? 0 nights?
Dad.
Dad. Let's see.
Yes.
Cool. Well, I guess he's just coming along for the adventure with us now.
All right.
Do you know where the sword is?
No.
Does your dad have
Sword?
any friends?
No.
No. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Mom?
Do you have a mom?
You're the mom.
No.
No. Okay. Okay.
Could.
If my mushrooms sprout, I'm his mom.
It moves to avoid as many of the spores as it could.
But you can't avoid all of them.
Can't avoid all of them. No, that's very
And you
true.
have killed the pet.
Do you know this gnome? Put it to non-shoulder.
Yes.
That seemed like
Bad.
Okay. Is it because he took your dad?
No.
Why is it?
Bad.
He's bad.
Bad.
I love this girl.
He does seem pretty bad. Yeah, that's true.
Bad
Oop.
people, wait.
Bad.
This grass is gonna die as soon as we get to level.
Does he have a skeleton?
Skeleton?
I'll take that as a no.
No.
I like that the grass has a concept of parentage, but not skeletons.
Only dad, though. Are there any other bits of grass, plants, otherwise around that you're friends with?
It's because grass spreads by seed.
Friends?
Friends.
That's why.
Any other,
No.
do you have any other siblings?
No.
Just you. Just you and your
Dad.
dad.
Only Dad.
The grass just sigh.
Yes.
Well,
You heard it.
I don't particularly care for this flail, so you can have your dad back if you want, I guess.
Dad.
Dad, there you go, Dad. There. Enjoy.
He just sits there happily.
Well, I think we just did our one good deed of the day. So now we should go on some murder sprees to like balance it out.
Okay.
right?
Uh-huh.
Back on
We
page
were
6.
supposed to kill anything that came in front of us.
I think you probably halfway accomplished that already.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Why would we kill grass?
All right,
I
so
don't want to kill
to the
grass.
castle, I guess. Yeah.
Did you ask grass what its name was?
No. What's your name, Grass?
Me.
Me. This is
Oh,
me.
okay. That's not gonna make things confusing.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Well, Grass, have a nice life.
So
I hope you
grass-
survive the next winter.
The grass is
Winter?
now with the flesh.
Good luck with that, buddy.
You'll be fine.
So you armed the grass that's been following us with
Yes. Yeah, well, it's his dad.
Dad.
I bet you could have done all kinds of crazy plant magic with that weapon.
Could we
Nope.
hear what he said to grass?
No.
Well, one of his dad.
That's a good question. I assumed yes.
No.
I guess I don't know. Are you making rustling sounds yourself, or can it just understand what you're saying?
It just says giving them the ability to.
Okay,
communicate
so you
with
can
you,
decide.
follow your commands. I like the idea that Thurman was just like shimmying and shaking.
Okay.
to speak.
So
Then
this is
he
the
was-
first time we've heard that the flail is his dad.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
However, it can understand common based on the brief
True.
communication they had beforehand.
I'm indifferent to this knowledge. We're gonna go kick some of the ass.
Grass.
Wow. Thank you, me. Very, very much appreciated. So to the castle then, yeah?
Are you coming, grass?
Grass has his dad now.
Still coming along?
Me. Winter.
Uh-huh.
Death.
Great. You've given him an existential
No,
crisis.
take your dad and fight back against the winter. I believe in you.
Rage.
Rage, yes, become a barbarian. Grass barbarian.
The grass follows.
Thank
I
God.
come back to a fleshy barbarian. All right, we have a new barbarian in the party.
Fantastic.
Let's go.
Path of the raging grass.
Yes.
We lose Ferdinand.
It's a grass totem barbarian.
He's dead.
Oh,
I don't think.
there
I
you
think he just doesn't want to be involved.
go. Has he ever wanted to be involved with
He
us?
doesn't want to acknowledge that we are here.
I don't blame
You pass through the village. And you come to the ruined wall that had once guarded the outside of the castle. It is in fact very ruined. There's lots of moss growing on it.
You know that guy.
It is smitten right down to the ground. You can just step over the wall that had once risen high and prevented who knows who from getting into this castle.
Maybe it was only about yay high. We don't know.
You don't know. I mean, there's still portions of wall that are like,
Does the grass
100
like
feet high. That's
shimmy
crazy,
over the?
it sort of goes in between cracks in the stone.
Oh,
Well, there we go.
I'll get
It's
that
a-
flail for you, buddy. Here.
Think. Rage. winter,
He's
death.
learned the concepts
angry.
of death, rage, and gratefulness all
Yeah.
in the last 5 minutes.
It's very smart grass.
It is.
It does seem to have grown a little taller.
It's
So
a welcome
are you
addition to
like
our
the
party.
grandfather now?
I don't think so.
Godfather.
Godfather. Yeah.
Weird uncle.
Don Kimber.
The great double doors that had once probably stood as an entrance to this castle are long since rotted away, and they're just kind of a hole in the side of the old granite stonework, which itself is covered in ivy and moss and centipedes. Only like a handful of centipedes. It's not really covered in centipedes. There's just like one right there, and like another maybe over there. They're very cute though. They're very shiny. You see no sign of light or life or movement within the very dark recesses of the opening of this castle. Himren even sees nothing but just a stone staircase within and some stone pillars that seem to have some kind of designs on them.
Lots of stone.
Lots of stone.
Let's go kill some shit.
Absolutely. You okay with stone? Can you, or do you need like dirt?
The grass stares at the stone, and with great, tremendous effort and the sound of many little popping pops, it implants itself on the stone and very slowly drags itself from dirt onto stone.
Rage.
Can
Rage,
we get the grass? This guy's
pillage the
skeleton.
earth.
Maybe.
Then you can just animate it and be grass man.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We may need that body to use as a weapon for 9. So we'll get back to that concept.
Had you let me keep all the bones I was trying to keep,
I don't think that would have ended well, so I have no regrets. You're not making a sentient grass.
When the
it's already
grass,
sentient grass.
when the grass steps over, if you will, the threshold of the doorway, there's a heavy puff of air that blasts you all in, I guess, in the face, if you were facing it.
Backflips.
You backflip in the puff of air. The puff of air spreads. You see leaves and centipedes and tiny rocks flying as this, it's like a wall of force just kind of sweeps out from the castle and toward the village.
Seriously.
Did the castle just yawn?
I don't know.
Was that a burp?
I've stood there and watched meteors hit all around me. I'm not particularly carried.
It passes through the
Dust and
village.
no heat.
From here, you cannot tell if it did anything. It certainly didn't seem to destroy anything.
Huh. I guess onwards.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that was just
We haven't found anything to kill yet.
Yeah, maybe that was just gonna scare away the villagers if they ever wanted up here. Too spooky.
Now, inside this incredibly dark castle, a couple of you can't see, like, at all.
I have never bright lantern.
You have a never bright lantern. It never brights. It ever brights. It does. It provides illumination.
It's never bright.
I have pigeon skulls and a leg bone. Can I fashion a little skeleton?
A living skeleton.
A little skeleton.
A little
For the-
skeleton.
for the
Are you
grass.
still a hummingbird?
Why are you
No.
trying to
Okay.
give the grass a
Just
skeleton?
trying to make it easier for it to
Um,
get around.
Can you?
So put it in a pot that you have and drag it.
Can you make me a nature roll using either intelligence or wisdom?
So either an intelligence or wisdom?
Yes.
Okay.
You have to imagine which one you choose.
I'll choose the one that doesn't suck. I got a net 20.
Okay. You are able to fashion the abhorrent mockery of a tiny skeleton with the bones in your collection.
While Asha's doing that, I'm going to take a look around with my special eye and see if I see anything here.
Okay. You see the outline of a guy on the wall. It's like the chalk outline of a guy. You can only see it with your special eye.
Someone died here.
I also have a special eye.
Yeah, but you're doing dumb shit with a skeleton.
I am.
Well, I guess I'm going to walk over to where the outline of the man is on the wall
Okay.
and then investigate that.
As you come close An arm of stone reaches out from the wall and tries to strangle you by surprise, clearly unaware of the fact that you can see it.
Chairman, look at this shit. Oh, somebody killed.
Does an 11 hit?
No.
You just take like a step back, and the arm just kind of grabs in the air. Then it slurps back into the wall, and you can see the outline of the guy like cartoon running away.
Does it get smaller?
No, it's like running to the side along the wall.
Not me, Adam. I'm just hitting the wall. Where is he?
Yeah, I'll show you. Take the lightning gun and try and blast the
Alright, can you make me an attack roll? Both of you. Pimrin would be at disadvantage.
Fair enough.
23.
You hit with a lightning gun,
19.
and you hit with the not lightning gun.
Let's see. This will become ugly. 13, 18, 20, 25, 26. That would 32, 35.
Between the two of you, you pulverize the wall. As you smash the wall, like a sculpture of granite starts to peel away in 3 dimensions from the wall itself. The wall itself is completely unharmed by this. It's like a stone guy is just phasing through the wall, and you smash him into pieces, and he crumbles into sand and chunks of stone on the ground.
Well, that was fun.
We got one.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool.
We'll keep an eye out for more of those.
Yeah.
The grass comes
They look
very
like-
slowly close and like nudges against it.
Does the skeleton help him at all?
They look like shadows.
The skeleton?
Yeah.
What are you doing with the skeleton?
I made a little skeleton out of pigeon skulls and leg bones.
What are you going to do now that you have the skeleton?
I wanted to inhabit the skeleton.
So are you gonna like
Use
just put it down?
Yeah.
Are you gonna talk to it?
It's magic grass. I assume it knows what to do.
No,
Might.
you don't know what it should do.
So you're putting the skeleton down in the middle of the grass.
Yeah, I'm
Some
like,
muscles
here's a
work
little
like
body for
this,
you.
and they connect the joints like that. You see,
Muscles?
He's a
And
very
I'm out of
smart.
muscles.
He's a very smart patch of grass.
Yeah, but you're not.
Stop ruining my dreams.
Your dreams are dumb.
You're
You feel
dumb.
bad.
The grass crawls onto the bones. Soft.
What?
Mmm.
Soft.
Okay.
Light. Tasty.
Oh.
Tasty.
He can eat skeletons?
He says tasty.
Those things on the wall, they look like shadows.
What things on the wall?
You now have a little.
The thing I just shot on the wall.
What the fuck are you shooting the wall for? You're stupid.
Peppermin's covered in like the dust that came off.
There's just like half of there's like half a stone face on the ground right by Ushin's foot. You now have like a green furry bird. This is what it looks like, I suppose, with very strange proportions.
That immediately gets crushed
It
by the weight of
flops.
the weapon.
It flops its
Rage.
limbs, which for some reason have little hands, because you gave it little hands, onto the haft of the weapon, and it just tries to like wrap its limbs around.
Oh.
Oh, heavy.
Rage.
Rage, rage. And the grass begins to spread out from its feet. And it's now just kind of got this like little aura of grass on the ground that now carries the weapon along
It's
behind
becoming a
it.
paladin.
Rage, 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 rage. Death, winter. Soft, tasty.
The vocabulary is growing.
I hope he does not ever become our enemy.
I like to think that every time he says something, Permanent will just translate. Soft,
Incredible.
tasty rage.
We very easily could have just left this piece of shit in the woods.
We have a pet now, and that's what we do.
Yeah, they all died.
It's not an orphan. It's got his dad.
So far.
Okay.
You couldn't even keep your sloth alive, and that thing ate souls.
That's a good point.
You know how hard it is to track down souls to feed us
I mean, I hate to agree with 9, but
Well, this is Pimrin's pet, not mine, so it has a fighting chance.
No, it's got a parent, so it's like this is sad. He's just following us because he's angry.
You're a bad influence.
just keep an eye out for strange shadows on the wall.
Okay. I mean, it's part of it's the wall. It can't hurt you. It's a wall.
They tried to
Shadows?
punch me.
I don't
So
see any
stay away from the
shadows.
fucking wall, you idiot. God. I'm always gonna be there to save you, you know.
You know, it's funny. Ever since a couple levels ago, all the shadows seem just a little dimmer. I don't really know why.
You haven't drank enough, so
Ah.
That may be it.
you need more alcohol.
We go, God knows where.
Deeper into the castle.
There is nothing more on this level of the castle. There are several rooms, and none of them have a single feature in them. You see no more of the stone people.
That's this point.
We killed the boss.
Might have been.
You climb the stairs.
Killed things easier than that before.
You see the odd sight of about a half dozen nooses just kind of hanging from the ceiling at head height once you take the last steps into the hallway at the top of the stairs.
Head height for what? 'Cause
Yeah.
everything here has been gnomes.
It's about head height for an average grown human, I
Everybody here
suppose.
Vicious this way?
Very much not gnome
I
height.
guess so.
So it's only for Solaire.
Or maybe the bad gnome
Essentially.
actually lives here.
And they're all fishing
And they're all fishing.
in a room with nothing in it.
Could be.
They're not very good at this.
Maybe this bad gnome is like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde type situation. His enemy is like when he wakes up at night.
Peculiarly, the ropes of all of the nooses just kind of meld into the stone of the ceiling. They are not properly attached to anything.
Weird. Someone's fishing, it looks like.
Well,
Someone may be
fishermen,
fishing.
What do we do?
Oh, you don't disturb someone else by fishing. So we just walk around them. Just don't get caught. You know?
Huh?
We don't take bait like that easily.
And it's at this time that the clamor starts from down below.
They're clamming down below.
You hear quite a lot of stomping little feet down below.
The stone people are back.
Yeah, I think
So
some
we have
of the
people fishing
villagers-
up here and clamming downstairs.
Yes.
Is it a rhythmic clamming?
It's really no,
Does it sound like a smashing sound?
no.
Oh, shit, I think
There-
there's a gnome orgy down there if you want to just.
I'm already gone.
I think there's a gnome off the leaves.
Man, I didn't know it was that easy to get rid of it. Let's go see what's up with this place.
Yeah, we should go see what all those sounds are, I guess.
She's going to
So
kill
the
all
sounds
of
are
them.
below us, aren't they?
The sounds are below you, correct?
Back where we came
Well,
from.
we know the sword's not downstairs.
I mean, that's true. We could just leave Washington, right?
That was my plan.
I'm not actually going down
All
there.
right, let's go up.
Josh is going down there with a bunch of gnomes. I don't want to see that.
That's
You
true,
just
you know.
carefully
don't.
You carefully make your way past the nooses. It's a little tricky to not touch them, but they don't move at this point.
To not.
To not to touch them.
Not
That was barely.
Shut up. I do what I can.
I didn't notice that one. I'm sorry. Good job. A third one, and you can get inspiration.
Don't do that.
You do that.
Don't do that.
Past this opens into what is obviously a very currently in use laboratory. There is a big iron vat chained to the floor. There are lots of smaller vats set on little metal, wooden, and stone tables, many of which are filled with foul-smelling liquids. The big vat in the middle has no liquid in it at all. There's quite a lot of lighting around, but it's all magical lighting. There's no flame in here at all. There are no windows in this laboratory. There are numerous nooses and cages hanging from the ceiling. There are, in fact, some little skeletons in most of the cages. They are mostly skeletons that seem to be those of raccoons or squirrels. There's one that is definitely a gnome skeleton, though. And there's a little cot in the corner that has been its bed has been very nicely, neatly made.
Are the cages locked?
None of the cages are locked. They have a latching mechanism on the outside, which has a little glowing magical rune, but the moment that you touch it, it pops open.
I retrieve the gnome skeleton and give it to the grass.
You retrieve the gnome skeleton, give it to the grass.
Now,
That'll be better
maybe
for
if you had, whooped the hell out of that guy, he could tell us why he has all this stuff set up here.
Not as soft.
That's why he's still alive. I
Will
just
be
wake him
softer.
Is he digesting these?
Yeah.
That's why it's going stronger.
Well, hopefully this will do better for you, little guy. And
Better.
hopefully when you're taking over the world, you'll remember who your friends are.
Friends.
Friend.
Friends.
Me, friend. I don't understand the thing he's saying. It's just coincidence that I said that.
Friends.
Friends.
Rage. Death. Friends.
Yes.
No. Friends. Nice. Rage, death. Enemies.
Enemies?
Yes.
Confused.
No, I'm sorry.
The people are stomping and storming from down below, though, and they are a riot of gnomes that all seem to be armed with farming implements. And it's difficult to tell how big the riot is because the stairway is fairly narrow. So it's, two gnomes who can make their way up first. One of whom has just like a shovel, and another of whom has a hoe. Both of whom are carrying torches. They both look
Does it
very
say
tired and
weapon too?
bleary-eyed.
Or just a hoe.
I set you up for that one on
You
purpose.
really did.
I should have thought of
Are
something
they
better.
actually
I'm sorry.
rioting, or do you just call them
They're
gnomes
screaming.
Gnomes?
They're screaming and their eyes are rolled back in their heads.
Oh, cool.
They're very they sound very tired as they're screaming.
Gnome zombie. Can we kill them?
They're not zombies, they're mind controlled.
Can we kill them?
If you want dead gnomes instead of live fuckable gnomes.
Aren't they like meat puppets?
You honestly think it matters to them? Hush.
They don't look like they're.
They stagger into the room and lurch toward Ashit.
We should
And try their
throw
best
that
to-
guy at the gnomes to see what they do.
And try their best
It's
to hack
similar to my
Ashit limb
plan.
from limb with their farming implements.
So the second
That's
any
not
of them
good.
got to the
Yes.
top of the stairs, I want to pick up Asha and just bowl her down the stairs at all of them.
Why?
Ashit, do you resist this?
Yes.
Okay. Can you give me opposed strength rolls, please?
I'm so good at strength.
Athletics.
All this is
Opposed athletics,
Charging
yes.
up the ring of ready to release it down the corridor.
17.
21.
Fuck you.
Bye.
I couldn't physically get higher than that.
Nine grabs you and yeets you at the gnomes.
You should have used the side to give yourself.
You ever seen Hook? Because they roll that
Yes.
fat kid.
Spared.
You smash into the gnomes and
Oh,
they
wait.
go.
I want to bear halfway through the.
You may bear halfway through.
It's a tactical bear strike. We haven't
You
seen
tactical
one in
bear
90 years.
strike.
It's been a while.
I was like, here, this will knock him out.
The gnomes do not react as you smash into them and send what ends up being a good baker's half dozen gnomes, don't ask, down the stairs.
Clearly one was half a gnome.
After you as a bear hit them, yes.
I should have opposed strength after becoming a bear.
Immediately, the nooses reach down to try to grab you around your meaty bear neck and your meaty bear paws.
I'm meaty bear. Attack
Can you
them?
make me another athletics roll, please?
As a bear.
As a bear.
I don't have bear stats here.
Why? The fuck?
What's a bear strength?
Probably high.
It's
Probably high, not high enough, but
After all
Bear
this
stats are
time.
never high enough.
I feel like it's 18 or 16. That just seems right.
+4 at 19.
Alright.
19.
One of these days, I'll roll a die properly.
Plus 4, so 22.
Okay. You tear all of the ropes just from the wall. There's a sickening slurping sound as they come unraveled from the stone. And just like intestines drag behind them.
Everything we ever do makes a sickening slurping sound.
Yeah.
And
so
has intestines attached in some fashion.
you now have like intestine flails attached to your neck and wrists. So that's pretty cool.
Fishing techniques don't work very well with bears.
No.
Apparently not.
No.
I
That was a rookie
am
mistake.
very upset
Why? I am intestine bear.
That's why.
Is there anything laying in that bed?
There is not.
Oh, we should put that gnome there. It'll be funny.
Later. Let's make sure there's nothing in here for us to do before we wake
Wait,
his stupid
The
ass up.
nooses were on the second floor, right?
Nooses
no,
were
there's
on.
nooses in this
Oh,
room
they were,
and
okay.
the room below us.
Alright.
There were nooses. The nooses. The first nooses were on the same like ceiling. There was first floor. There was stairs up. Second floor. The nooses are hanging from the second floor, like right in front of the top of the stairs, and also in this room beyond that.
Makes sense.
Let's go to the third floor.
There is no third floor. There are more gnomes crawling up over the bodies of the gnomes that were on
Let's
this floor,
start
though.
fuck shit up in here.
Are they still trying to attack me?
They are no longer trying to
Well,
attack
I'm gonna
you.
lumber back up the stairs then,
You lumber back up the stairs.
trailing my intestines.
Just sit at the top blocking the stairs. You're a bear. The fuck they gonna do?
I will sit at the top of the stairs, and anytime a gnome gets to the top, I'll just. Whack.
It takes very little to crush the bones of these gnomes behind.
I didn't
under
even say
the-
it was crushing their bones, but yeah.
You're a
that
bear.
sounds
It takes delicacy to not.
then I'll crush them.
You can make me sleight of hand if you would like to not.
right. No, I'm good.
Okay. So yeah, you turn most of the gnomes into paste, and they are no longer able to crawl up the stairs anymore.
Are
I'm
you
gonna
aware
take
that
one and try feeding it to
Well,
the
one
grass.
of your die
It
is a
doesn't
bell?
work.
Oh.
I don't think I'll ever unsee that. It's quite
Should we
special.
start putting gnome bodies into cauldrons?
I think there's too many.
No, I was just gonna put one.
A one?
Maybe we should just look for the sword.
That's true.
Feel
Are
like
you saying don't get distracted by desecrating the remains of gnomes?
We'll
'Cause I
leave
don't
Asha with the
understand that.
gnomes like she prefers.
Okay.
We'll move on, I think, yeah.
There.
She can have her fun.
I guess then we'll look for the sword.
I'll follow them once all the gnomes are dead.
It doesn't take long. the
Oh, well, good, we've killed the power source.
You search and you do not find the sword. It is simply not here.
I'm pretty sure the fucker lied.
Wake 'em up.
he was really good at lying under duress.
And while the spell was being broken.
Yes, that took some endurance.
Of course, you said once you killed all the gnomes, the other thing would come out.
He did.
I don't see no other thing.
That means there's more gnomes somewhere.
He's a gnome.
He's a gnome.
He
I'm
is
gonna
a
shake him upside down and see if the sword falls out.
This does wake him up,
Why?
and he screams. "Ah!"
Where's the
Hello.
sword?
Where's the sword?
But why would I know where your sword is?
You said it was in the castle.
Yes,
We're in the
my
castle.
great enemy has it, clearly.
Good, we're in the castle. Where's the sword?
Where's the enemy?
Your enemy's like a stone guy on a wall.
No, but that sounds like one of the dastardly
Okay, good. I was
minions of my enemy.
Great. Where's my sword?
Well, it's probably with my enemy. He's probably hiding. But I know a ritual that we could use to draw him out.
Oh,
Why didn't you say
He,
that before?
you see, he was my twin brother, and he was a great alchemist just as I am. And so oh goodness, you really did a number on them. Wow.
I'm pretty sure
Huh.
you told us to kill them all and then be
Yeah,
here.
I didn't expect it was going to be like that. That's that's horrifying.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You know you're next.
You see the bear here. The bear's still hungry.
Well, yes, I think we can use the implements of my enemy and
The
or
bear
twin
is
brother.
also horny.
Okay.
Bear stands up and just.
Yeah. Okay.
To death.
So we can put we'll put the former food of my enemy into his cauldron, and we can turn them into a potion, and we can use that potion to summon him.
You
And
just get to boil gnomes.
That seems a lot more complicated.
no, we're not going to boil them. It's not. That's just barbaric. We're not turning them to kind of a soup. It's a potion. It's a magical process. It's
This
much
whole
more
thing just seems like we keep doing what you want to do.
What if I just kill you when we leave?
Well, I would. You would
I'm gonna
never,
just
you would
kill
never
you
get.
and leave.
You would never get your sword back.
Not my
then.
fucking sword.
You would never get your sword back then.
I'm filling the cauldron with nose.
At this point, you're not
Smooshing
getting my
it in
sword
my
back
paws.
anyway, so.
A single bead of sweat drips off of his gnomish nose.
Yeah, you saw
I'm
what,
good.
what she did to all those gnomes, right? That
I
was
did,
just-
yes,
Was the one
yes.
from the house part of this riot?
There was the one zombie gnome with dislocated shoulders.
But he was the ringleader,
But I would
sort of.
recognize him because he's.
He was kind of the
Right.
he was one of the two that was the first to attack. Yes, that was the first one created by my enemy. Certainly, him. He's really half of all of the food. I have to think he was sort of the center of joy for the village. What is that thing on the ground that has my weapon?
Grass.
Me.
It's not your weapon.
It is my weapon,
His
though.
No,
dad.
it's his dad.
No, it's not your weapon.
I'm not understanding what's going on here. There shouldn't be any other thing in this realm that.
Not very quick. He gave your weapon to the grass. It's
Why?
not your weapon.
Why would you give it to
He's
that
dad.
thing?
He's gonna
Oh.
use it to rage against the winter.
Oh,
Which is my album name, by the way.
okay. It must have followed you here from somewhere else.
It's currently absorbing those bones.
I do see
Stop
that.
distracting him.
You shouldn't let it do that. It's the terrible things are surely
Where
going to
did
happen
you
if you let
get
it
the
do
weapon?
that. Oh, I don't think I can remember. Goodness.
Terrible things are about to happen to you if you don't get my sword back.
I'm gonna hit him lightly and help him remember.
Oh, that did hurt. Can you please make me an attack roll? One moment.
Spores are going to be transferred.
At +5,
Bad things are about
please.
to happen.
Well, I mean, it is intended to be non-lethal. 15.
There's nothing done
You hit him.
about you.
For
Just trying to jog his memory.
1d8 plus 4. Would you like me to roll?
Yeah, go for it.
That's 8 damage. You bonk him back into non-lethal unconsciousness.
We were talking to him.
I'm just trying to jog his memory.
9, shake him again.
Why does that bear keep talking to him?
I thought she unburied him.
No.
Feed.
No.
Never unbear unless you have to.
I eat soft thing?
I-
Asks the grass.
I'm gonna feed this guy the grass
Yeah. We could though.
alive.
Bad.
Ooh.
Bad and soft.
Bad and soft.
Cause like
The grass might turn bad
Then
if
you
you
could
feed him something
become bad
evil.
grass.
we need the butler to maintain the other dimension, but fuck this guy.
The badass mad grass.
Nice.
Song 1 from the album.
Yes.
Are you shaking the gnome again, or are you not?
Upside
I'm
down.
considering removing a limb first.
I'll splash some ale in his face.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So which arm do you want to keep?
I'd like to keep all of them, really.
No, I'm about to take one.
And feed it to the bear, right?
Oh.
That's not a
See-
threat. That's the
see, here's-
literal Amatero arm.
My suggestion.
Left arm.
Oh.
Okay, you just remove the arm, and it pops off. And there's just like a branch, like coming from the shoulder.
Feed it to the grass.
Oh dear. And he just sucks the branch back into his shoulder. Yeah, that wasn't supposed to come out. So,
So you don't have a skeleton.
okay, I did lie about that. Yes,
Yeah,
I do not in fact have a
I knew there was
skeleton.
something fishy about the skeleton.
This isn't a very good body. I'm trying to get to better body. That's
Where's the sword?
I wanted we can get to that later.
No, we're
First-
getting that now because we're not making you a body.
All right.
It's fucking-
How? So my suggestion is
You
we get a
picked the
group-
wrong
is we-
damn people.
My suggestion is we
I take
sleep
his
well
other arm in my
tonight.
mouth and rip that off.
I'm going.
There's another branch just kind of sticking out
I eat
from the
it.
shoulder. Oh. It tastes like roast pork.
Nice.
Oh,
Oh,
shit!
goodness.
This guy tastes like pork.
A little bit.
Feed him to the grass.
I'm just gonna start biting him.
Oh god.
Okay. Can we get the sword first before you feast?
I bet it's in there.
Okay.
You chew and chew, and the various parts of his body just kind of pop off. There's not a single drop of blood, and there's just like a branchy skeleton underneath. That's not really a skeleton. There's no skull. There's no proper skeletal structure. It's just kind of. I guess it's very leshy looking. Hello again. You freed me.
These damn things.
Finally, I am free. Thank you so much.
Can they hear it, or do they only Primer because it's a planet?
All of you can hear it.
Okay. It speaks common.
Thank you, my friends, for freeing me from the torment of that curse.
Good. Where's the sword?
I must go now. Dave tries to just walk. Oh,
Nope.
I still have Hunter's Mark on your thing.
oh no, yes, you do.
Yeah.
Sword now.
Yes, it's the weapon. It's my weapon. That isn't my weapon anymore. That's what it is. Yes.
That's the sword.
Yes.
Kind of fucking figured.
Oh.
But like,
Oh, really? Did you?
yeah, except we can't talk to it in the form it's in now.
Oh, yes. I wonder why that might be. You'll have to find my enemy and ask him.
No.
Are you aware of how breakable you are?
Oh, very, very breakable.
Also flammable.
So you're going to fix my sword.
Yes.
You're going to return it to me.
I know just
and
the
I might
ritual.
let you live.
I know just the ritual to do it.
I start breaking bits.
Oh, that hurts quite. That's unbearable agony, actually. Wow. Huh. Please don't do that anymore.
Yeah, so you see my lantern that never stops burning?
Yes.
Want to be in it?
No.
I start methodically crumpling them up into a size that
Oh,
I can
dear.
fit into the lantern.
Oof. Ouch. Stop, please. Okay, so to do it, you need to put all of the gnomes.
And in he goes.
Oh god.
All right. If you put him in, he just burns up and dies.
Good.
So,
Well,
congratulations.
alright, that's one more thing killed. We need to find the enemy, I guess. To kill. And then we'll finally fulfill the note of kill everything in front of us.
I think the enemy was bullshit. It never existed.
Maybe the enemy was the grass the whole time.
I'm gonna
No.
squash all the gnomes into the cauldron until they all fit.
It doesn't take much. It's a big cauldron. You put all the gnomes in the
Stomp
cauldron.
like grapes.
Oh. Okay.
I assume
They're
that's
in.
part of the ritual.
With intestines.
Yeah. It's a hell of a sight.
You're just
Yeah.
like a crimson bear at this point. I imagine just covered in the poop.
Yeah.
This is gonna be the album cover.
All the
Crimson Bear.
gnomes like grapes.
Well, we have a problem, then.
All the gnomes are in the cauldron now.
You gave him a sword to the grass.
Well, that's true. We'll probably have to take that back.
I wonder if
Or-
it just turns back when we go back.
Huh. Could do.
I mean,
I
the
don't know
grass
what the
was
next step
very
of the ritual
moldy.
is. But they're all jelly now.
Hey, ask the grass how to turn it back into a sword.
Hey, do you know how to make your dad into a sword?
No.
Do you know what a sword is?
No.
That's a good place to start.
You know what a
doesn't
butler
spare
is?
swords.
Hmm.
Can you talk to your dad?
Yes.
With your dad?
Oh, can you ask your dad what's up?
Yes.
What does he say?
Talks strange.
Uh-huh.
I no longer need it.
No
What?
longer needed.
Drink me.
Drink the grass.
Splash me. Then Dad, all better.
Okay, so let's pour the cauldron on the grass.
We have to drink. We have to make wheatgrass juice.
Just throw the grass and the weapon in the cauldron.
I'm gonna pluck some of the grass
No,
Don't,
Cons-
that'll hurt it.
consensually. Put it in the cauldron.
Pick all.
The bear
Squash it.
walks up and asks for consent.
To pick the grass.
Yes. I'm hoping we don't
Yeah.
have to drink all the grass.
We don't have to drink the grass.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
This guy is delicious.
I have no idea what the fuck they're doing.
You know what? I'm assuming the butler knows what the fuck they're doing though, so we've got like a game of telephone going on here.
So we drink the grass.
And we
I
don't-
say in bed. I nibble some of the grass and just masticate it really good.
The grass does not seem to care.
Okay.
We're not
You-
drinking.
I
It
am.
tastes like blueberries.
Nice.
You have eaten some of the grass.
Does it do anything?
No.
No.
I'm just gonna go sit on the bed with the tankard and wait for you.
You sit on the bed and you drink from the tankard. It's good.
Does your dad say that it needs to go in the blood water soup? The intestine soup?
Terrible. What? Dump it all in.
Oh,
You dunk. Okay.
well, I guess.
Yes? No? Words hard.
Say this as sinking in.
You dump it all in, and it is now a pile in the cauldron.
What? The grass?
The grass and
And the weapon.
the weapon and the gnomes.
Cool.
Very soft, very soft.
Drink up.
Confused. You drink me. Confused.
I take
Dad
a
says
sip
you
of
drink
the-
me.
You
Take a
drink
sip of the
me.
mixture.
You not know who you drink me.
Make Solaire do it. It's his sword.
Fuck you people.
Sorry, you like to drink.
You're still the bear, right? You can just drink all the gnome blood as a bear.
No. It's his sword.
Oh no, not drink. Splash.
I splash in there.
Make tea? Not sure what tea is, but make tea of me?
Does anybody have a
But Dad says, make tea of me. Splash on Dad.
Oh, I think we threw the weapon in.
Yes, you
take the
did.
weapon out.
You take the weapon out.
Put the cauldron on the fire. Put
The
fire
cauldron
in the
is the you have fire to put in the cauldron.
Boil.
We all have.
Is there like something under the cauldron?
There
that
wasn't.
would
It was
ignite?
it was
the
just
kindling of the other guy's body is now on fire under the cauldron.
Yeah, I just poured that shit out of the lantern.
it's
Still on fire, probably screaming.
it's an unfortunate process. You do sort of make a gnome stew, sort of, and then
Well,
you have
stew
a.
is very similar.
It's
But it doesn't
yes.
smell like roast pork, is really important.
Probably at least a little.
It does once you add the burning corpse of the wood gnome.
So it's like we can bring that to a boil.
Yes.
All right. Somebody splash
This
it
is
onto
why
the
the
weapon.
D&D movie failed. It didn't have a scene like this.
That's true.
Well, I don't have a vessel or opposable thumb, so I just pantomime splashing the soup onto the weapon and hope somebody gets it.
Well, he's the one directly talking to it, so I'm
Yeah,
sure.
I guess I'll just do some splashing.
Okay.
I take my tankard of plenty
Oh, no.
inside, and I splash infinite gnome soup onto it.
As you scoop it, you hear a single whisper, "I am infinite," and then you splash onto the weapon, and there's a horrendous screeching and wailing of both the grass and metal as the massive flail turns back into the butler sword. It took you long enough.
Is the grass still alive?
Hey, fuck you.
The grass's
sword.
voice is no more.
But he's infinite.
He is infinite.
We made you infinite.
I whispered to the mug, look at the tankard of plenty.
Are you in there? Yes.
Excellent. All right, we got
This might be enough to get Sawyer to stop.
And that's where we'll stop right there.
Can you put some of the infinite grass onto my mushrooms and so he
Stop.
can live on forever?
And he's dead.
No, just some.
You pour some of the
It
infinite
goes
grass.
up into the infinity.
Can you make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Hell
Here
yes.
we go.
Come on. Well, I'd have to unbear for that. But it's just it.
I guess you have to do it as a. Oh, if you are pouring it onto your mushroom arm, then yeah.
Yes, 11. But
Okay.
If that's not enough, I'm willing to use my inspiration.
You may want to use your inspiration.
Do I have to take that one, or can I take
Take the better of the two. What was the other one you got?
What was the other one? It was a 11.
What was the second one you got?
4.
Okay, yeah, you get the 11. So the grass does its best to completely infest and possess your still living corpse as an Asha. And you are quickly
Best way to
covered by
describe Asha to
you
the
are
still
you
living
quickly look
corpse.
about 30% as bear-like as you did before, but green. At the moment, it is very difficult to move your limbs, but you still have control of your body and your brain, though the grass roots are trying to worm their way into the folds of your brain as we speak.
But the important part is, he lives on in me,
Yes.
literally.
Thankfully, your mushrooms are doing a tremendous job of fighting back.
It's a good immune system.
They are adapting
It's
very
not.
well. You're just lucky your immune system does not decide that all other life on this planet is hostile and must go.
Hey, he's gonna rage against the winter now. He's gonna do it.
Yes.
He lives in 2 places. That was pretty good. I like it.
He noosed me, says the butler sword.
You went fishing.
The worst part is I knew he was there. He's been living there. They gave him a little pocket dimension as a payment for a service that he did to several of the lords in Everborn.
You should feel real fucking bad getting noosed as a blade.
Yes.
What the fuck?
So what was the grass?
It was an emanation of myself that I created at the last moment
Ah,
Yeah,
to deliver you the information that I didn't have quite enough time to put enough essence into it for it to be fully sapient or to have, a body, but I
If
tried to
you knew-
let it adapt.
If you knew the guy was there, why didn't you say something?
Well, there is a very relative word. I knew he was within the domain of the Lords Neverborn, as are thousands of other things. I suppose you could say like him. Just little hangers-on who've been given little worlds and little kingdoms to rule. This one's been trying to make himself a proper body. He's been cultivating the poor gnomes.
Yeah, he was full of shit. Also, like,
Yes, I feel
with
very
him gone, I
ashamed.
feel like this whole dimension is bad. We should stop being in it immediately.
Yes, there's not much more to it. It's probably going to fall to pieces very quickly.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
finally, we were getting there.
Good work getting me back.
Good work.
I can only imagine the embarrassment I would have suffered if he had succeeded and had decided to go around and pretending to be a conqueror of other little worlds. Not that I would have cooperated, of course. I would have hit him in the back of the head quite frequently.
Well, you didn't.
No.
We didn't really get much of a chance to be swimming around though, it seemed like.
No, good work.
Oh,
And you'll return to the chamber where you were resting at.
back
And-
down the greased pork ladder.
Yes. And can
so greasy.
complete your long rest.
Good work, team.
Good work,
Go
team.
team.
You now have infinite grass. And we will end there for tonight.